What's up, Wes? Westmoreland,
What up?
Life of Gains.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, player?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you?
I hope I ain't messed up your money. You ain't have any classes, any training, any
no.
appointments? I don't want to mess up your money.
Nah, I'm done for the day, man. Good for the day.
You start early, huh?
Yeah.
Every time I see you on the IG snap, you up early throwing some dumbbells or something. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? I heard. When you be waking up?
I wake up. I start my day at 2:40 in the morning. I
2:40.
kind of follow like a routine. So like 2:40, I go up. I wake up, do my cardio, 30 minutes. Then I do like my mental break. So that's pretty much how I started off my routine. I kind of read throughout the day, get my 30. Well, so while I'm doing cardio, I'm also reading, so I'm getting my personal development.
What you reading? 48 Laws of Power or some shit?
I like personal development books, books about finances and just fitness, health stuff. So I do that to start my day, and then I just train. Like in the mornings, I start 4:30, and I just go.
I heard I don't know where I came across this, but it said like the successful people, they wake up like at 4 or something.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. I was doing some research on some people, and I'm like, damn, they're just getting up early, and they getting their stuff done early. So that's if I try to implement it.
I sort of feel better sometimes if I wake up early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how early you wake up?
Man, I do 4:30. I wake up and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna close my eyes. I wake up at 4:30, then I wake back up at 6:30. I'm like, damn, okay. Maybe I'll do some sit-ups.
Yeah.
And then I wake up at 7:30. But yeah, so tell me how you got to that point of your life where you want to have this much discipline and waking up at, what did you say, 2:30?
2:40.
2:40.
Yeah. I've always played, I played football, I guess pretty much kind of just created that discipline. Just growing up, I've always wanted to kind of just, I had to work a little harder. I wasn't, big, I wasn't a big guy, I'm sure, I'm undersized. So one thing I kind of I would watch YouTube videos of people, and one thing they always say was just waking up early. And I would wake up early, work out. It would be 6
You wake up early and got shit to do? Well, you just started waking up early?
Yeah, so even during high school, I would wake up before my coach, and we'll be in the weight room 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I go to school right after 7:15. So it's just kind of just football kind of just created that discipline. So once kind of just football was over, life was all right, what do I do now? And I was like, shoot, I got so much time. Let me try to just utilize the time and try to just wake up early still and take care of myself, and then pretty much figure out life. And I kind of just developed that routine. So the earlier, I woke up, I just made sure, I was just taking care of myself. So that's my morning time. I gotta wake up, whatever time it is, just take care of myself, and then go about life.
Gotta be productive. Life of Gains.
That's it.
Tell me about Life of Gains.
Life of Gains, man. It's me and my brother Simon. We created this business where it's not just fitness. It's more so the mental health. That's a big aspect in health and wellness. We focus on mental health, spiritual health.
Mm-hmm.
Just being in tune with yourself and the spiritual side of it, and then fitness. And we feel like all three aspects are tied to just Life of Gains. And you're learning physically, mentally, spiritually, and that's kind of how we created it. And that's
so. Where'd it start?
We started in the garage. And we was just grinding it out. And it's funny how we ended up leaving the garage because the neighbors complained.
Ooh. What, too many grunting? Too many grunts?
we did a group class, and then ended up being a lot of heads. So
showing up.
Yeah, the neighborhoods was filled up.
Wow.
Cars couldn't get out, so just neighbors complained. They called the county. So it was shoot. Damn. Next day, actually that
throw some weights at their asses. Offer them some classes. Offer them some fitness classes.
Man,
you didn't do that?
People don't want you to win, man. So just learning that experience, and then we had no choice but to kind of leave that at the garage, and pretty much just a blessing. My client who's happen to have a business in the office building. They happen to have a gym in the office building.
Oh.
So talk about, that's just crazy. This happened 2 days after, and then went to go check it out, and then so we not where we're at now. We're actually in the process of leasing that whole gym in the building and creating this Life of Gains gym now. And this happened like last week. We just got the green light, you know. So
bigger than the basement.
Yeah, it's bigger than the basement. From the garage to now, getting our gym in this office building, and it's growing from
Where?
there. Right in Silver Spring.
Silver Spring.
Silver Spring. Yep, not right down the street from Montgomery Blair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right on 29. So, 2020, Life
Watch
Again
out.
is gonna be, it's gonna be popping. So.
Don't you guys do meal preps and stuff?
Yeah. Simon, my brother, he's the chef, man. That's all him. He's all about the good eats, and that's been going great too. So.
I hear that eating healthy, but I like Popeyes.
Oh yeah.
I like
Popeyes.
to eat. I like to eat fast food.
Yeah.
Because I live fast life and I can't cook.
Yeah.
So I want to know. Well, first of all, don't you gotta be fit to go in Popeyes? You gotta walk up in there with a razor blade in my underneath my
You gotta
tongue
be
and
ready
shit.
now. Yeah, you gotta be ready.
I stabbed about 2 people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. That's a workout.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep a razor blade underneath my tongue when I go to Popeyes. But can't you eat fast food and be healthy?
100%.
Because I saw a picture of Chad Johnson. He was working out. You know Chad Johnson,
Yeah.
wide receiver.
Oh,
But he
yeah.
had a Big Mac. So I was like, every time I eat some fast food, I think of him. I can do that. Isn't life about having the balance?
Yeah, that's all it is. And if you're still able to move around, I mean, you can eat. Well, you can eat your Popeye sandwich. You know what I mean? But there's limits to it. People go crazy over these Popeye sandwiches, so you can't be eating them every single day and expect to feel good. And as you get older, it's just all about longevity. So, your body kind of talks to you when those Popeye sandwiches do add up.
They talk to you.
And it's up to you if you want to listen. Sometimes we wake up and we just don't feel good. And maybe it's just what you're eating. That's kind of just being mindful. Instead of having 2 sandwiches, let me just eat 1 for the day. You know what I mean? So it's definitely
It's all about
balance.
overindulging. Don't overindulge too much, right?
Yeah, just keep the balance. So.
So how do you let's see. Yeah, eat healthy. What
Yeah.
kind of food does he have?
So he has different set of proteins. So he has the chicken, chicken. Sometimes he does like the turkey burgers. He mixes up the chicken, whether he smokes it, grills it. Oh yeah, a little bit of all that. So the turkey burgers, and he also does salmon. So salmon, a little bit of both, a little bit of all 3, and then the carbs, anywhere from like quinoa, brown rice. He just tried lentils. You ever had lentils?
I love lentils.
Lentils are so bomb. And you got the greens. So so he's been mixing it up, but you got the basic, you got the complex carbs, good for you. You got the greens.
Oh, what kind of carbs?
Complex carbs.
Complex.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like
carbs.
two pieces of bread, or what you mean complex? What you
Complex, so you got the simple
mean? Like
carbs.
2 biscuits, 2 Popeyes biscuits.
Yeah. Those ain't complex.
Complex carbs.
They just sit in the system. So definitely carbs. So carbs that are actually good, that you're actually using. So things that you need that will help you fuel you up, and that's what Simon has. Just all grilled, smoked, and it's,
How you know about all this, brother? Like,
well, I love food.
You're a trainer too, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to love food. So, we just it's just something like just fitness, health, and wellness. It's like it's always been a part of my life. Just with my family having like health problems and stuff, kind of just exposing like what can I do to kind of
Like
solve
diabetes
it?
and stuff.
Diabetes. My sister actually has cervical cancer, and kind of just like she actually beat it. So one thing that the doctor
Beat the charges.
Beat the charges, man. The doctor was like, just cut off meats.
That's wonderful.
Change your diet, and then you good. She
Look at
did
that.
and it's like, damn, like she did that. Let me see, like if I kind of change up my diet and see how everything is, and I'm kind of just living through her, kind of seeing how she did it, and it's like, wow, like nutrition's important. But there's also a balance. There's a balance of everything. So
Right.
we can't be perfect. You just try your best to eat good, but definitely listen to your body as you get older. you know, like I said, it talks to you. So
Yeah, my I don't know if it's from what I eat, but when I be having sex,
yeah,
I feel like my heart be stopping.
okay.
So tell me about that, doctor.
It might, yeah. You just might need more.
I was hitting it from the back.
You might just need more fuel, man. You gotta eat the right things, man. And that's just all energy is. Like what you putting in is what you getting out. So if them Popeye sandwiches ain't giving you no pussy, you know what I mean? You got to let them go. Replace it with some greens, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, just those small things, man. But it all adds to just overall wellness. And sex life, all that stuff applies to just what you consume. And if you're not working out, I'm pretty sure you're not performing right just because you notice the difference when you do.
I like how you guys, Life of Gains, you guys have everything all in one.
Yeah.
I like that very much. So you do the training. How do you know if you're training somebody too hard? Like,
how do I?
I know you actually had an older gentleman. You was working out with him, and I was amazed because you was pushing his ass.
Yeah.
But how do you know as a trainer to know, like, you pushing him, like, come on, you can do it. Yeah. I can't. Yes, you can. Maggot.
Yeah.
How you do that?
Nah. I'm straight up with everyone I work with. Just really communicate with me. Be honest with yourself. Like I'm really there to kind of just make sure I'm pushing your limits, but I don't ever make sure like. I really want you to be honest with me. If you're feeling some type of way, if you feel like you just need to take a break, let me know. I ain't about to just, outwork you, have you, crawling out the gym and stuff. Like I'm very like patient with people, and I know it's a process. And it's just my ultimate goal when working with people is just having you show up.
Just show up.
You may not be the best. You may not feel like you're at your best when you work, which is fine. We're not. We all have our stages in life where we're kind of getting better. So you can't expect to kind of be, fit and stuff overnight. Like it takes time. Mm-hmm. So listening to people and making sure I have a good, solid communication with them, and but I don't be like whatever. I don't care how you feel. You know what I mean? Just keep running. Nah. I don't do any of that.
What's the thing that you run up the steps? What's that called?
The little Stairmaster.
The one you got to run to the. You got to go to a football field and run up the.
The stadium stairs.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. 200 of those. So so when is you do also group?
Yeah,
group workouts.
Yeah,
that's cool. You guys were at Wheaton Mall.
Yep.
And everything.
Mm-hmm.
When is give me like a good success story, like a good transformation story? You don't gotta give me names, but just
this woman right here. I've been working with a lot of people. I guess this particular one, she was battling cancer. She's one thing that she was, I guess cancer that's it's serious. Like. To even beat that in the process, to kind of just going through, chemotherapy and stuff. Like once you're done with it, like your body takes so much of a toll. Mm-hmm. It's hard to kind of just bounce back and just be alive, and just move again. So this client here it was a process. Like I've been working with her for almost like 2 years, and just trusting it. Like. One thing she was hard doing, just waking up was just hard, and just showing up. That's what I said, just show up. So that's all we had to do, and we understood that just showing up 2 times a week, would those days add up. And as the year goes by, so much progress. Starting to move more, starting to eat more, starting to feel alive. And then that following year, you know what I mean. A lot can happen in a year, but you just gotta stay consistent. So those 2-3 days, nothing's changed. You're just showing up 2-3 days a week, every single week. And then a year later, you couldn't even tell, So.
Damn, that's amazing, man.
And that's just a blessing, I mean. And I'm just there, like I'm not encouraged, I'm not yelling at her, It's just like I understand the process, and all it just took was patience. And here she is living her best life. So it's like. If I can do that, that's amazing. Right. It's a blessing. So, yeah,
it's sort of like no excuses. Sort of.
Yeah,
I want to say that, but I know everybody got their own situations.
Yeah,
I know you get a lot of like I'm not sure if you do, but what do you say to like the single mothers out there? They got kids that working full time. They want to work out.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you suggest? I know. What do you like? What's the thing called? Kinkles.
Can't go. Yeah.
Well, what else does Mr. West suggest besides that women can do?
And honestly, like, life is so crazy. Like, so many distractions and things, and time just feels like we don't have enough time in the day to really take care of ourselves. But I mean, one thing I do suggest to people, to the mothers out there, just try to, what do you do in the daily that you can probably, like, stay active while you're doing it. Let's say, like, you're going to the grocery store, instead of parking, right in front of the store, just kind of just parking a little bit further back, walking to the store. So making sure you're staying active throughout the day with whatever you're doing. And of course, eating good, but I mean, you don't need a gym to go in, to work out. I'm big on, like, home workouts and kind of just moving. As long as you move, whether it's up and down the stairs, lift the remote, up and down the couch. Yeah, all you got to do is move. And just have fun with it. Like, if you have kids, let them move with you. Run around with them. But make sure you're just getting at least your 30 minutes in. I definitely encourage everyone to get 30 minutes in a day, whether it's walking. Yeah. Whether you're walking, mothers can walk their kids for 30 minutes.
It's getting cold outside, so.
Yeah.
So you say you're big on home exercises. Like, what can somebody do, like,
shoot,
at home?
One thing I like to do, and I work with mothers too, single mothers, and I tell them all the time, like, put a timer on for a minute, do some jumping jacks, run in place. You got some kids, have them do it with you. Do some squats with your kids. Like, it can be anything, up and down the stairs for 5 minutes. Like, all you got to do is move.
Work up those projects that I get you.
Yeah.
When's the best time to work out? Because I feel like in the morning you get more shit done. Yeah. But most people ain't got that luxury. Motherfuckers got to work out after work.
Definitely.
I know somebody that work out in the morning and then in the afternoon. I don't see no results.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best thing, like, spending, how much time can you spend at the gym to actually say, like, yo, this is progress?
Honestly, the gym is just a certain, like, percentage of getting results. But there's really no specific, like, I just prefer morning. Like you said, I like to get it done. Some people don't have that luxury, so, like, maybe at night. Like, before, I used to work out at night too, just because I felt like my time was just freed up at night. I was able to do that. But, like, whatever, I mean, everyone has their preference, like, whatever works for you. There isn't no, like, certain time, like, you wake up in the morning, like, it's just a proven fact that you're gonna lose a certain amount of weight. Like, it's really just, honestly, what you consume. Nutrition, that's like 80%. Like, have you heard the 80 to 20% before? No. So it's like a saying that says 80% of just overall losing weight is nutrition, and then 20% is actually, like, working out. So really, if you want to get results and you want to feel better, it's really what you put in and what you consume.
So you gotta be dedicated. You gotta have discipline on what you eat.
Yeah, man. That's just life, man. You just gotta do it. It's tough, man.
You gotta have that mental. You gotta have that mental fortitude.
Yeah.
Can you speak on just be in the right mental space? Yeah. And there's just the importance of having a visual board.
Oh.
Because me, I'm the type of motherfucker. My brain is scattered.
Yeah.
And once I bought one of those dry erase boards, it made my life much better. Yeah. And it actually cleared my shit up. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Don't you do those? Didn't you have, like,
I did a vision board event. That was my first time doing a vision board. I was always the type to kind of I speak on things. I'm very big on, like, speaking things to existence. But kind of just turning it up to the next level was putting it on a board and just writing things down. That's something I'm currently working on, writing things down. So the vision board, with someone who has so many ideas to kind of bounce off from, just putting it on there and seeing those ideas and seeing, like, okay, what do I want to manifest? So the vision board, just with the gym and stuff, and what I want to, taking care of my family and stuff, like, that's things I kind of just put on that vision board. So now it's like I'm speaking into it, but now I can also manifest it more by even seeing it. Now it's lit. Like, I can talk it, I can see it. Now it's gonna happen. So, yeah, I mean, I'm big on it, and that's something I've kind of just always been doing. Kind of just telling myself, like, I want this, I want to manifest this. It's been.
I try to have a journal. I try to write down in my journal often, but
Yeah.
sometimes I don't get to it. But I just want to look back when I'm like 45 and be like, in 2019, I was sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to shoot myself.
Yeah.
That's not really true, y'all. But
Yeah.
but just to see the progress and how you where you've been, and yeah, vision boards is good. I like to journal. I like to write down shit, and writing down actually helps a lot. Yeah.
Like I haven't realized like how powerful it is. Like the people just tell me just write whatever it is, just write it down. And once it's written, it's there. Like you can see it. You know, if you want to continue to pursue whatever you wrote down,
Right.
The first step is just having it set in stone. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Working out high. I do it. I feel good when I do it. Sometimes I be happy. You know what I'm saying? Is it good to smoke before or after?
So I smoke. So I like to. Sometimes I like smoking before. It focuses me up. Like I'm focused. I don't worry about anything else. I'm not worried about nobody in the gym grunting and making all the noises. I'm focused on what I got to do, and that's it. So I prefer before, but then afterwards, I mean,
you do that
to
too?
Relax the muscles. You know what I mean? So it's good.
Oh yeah, that does relax the muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes I don't know if I be happy when I be doing it. Like I be happy when I be smoking and I be working out, and I be listening to some random ass music. What do you listen to? What's your gym playlist?
I'm big on I like Nipsey. You know, Meek, those motivational rappers.
Motivational rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can go from house music to Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
It depends on my mood, man. Dom Kennedy. Yeah.
R&B, you listen to R&B while you working out? I listen to that. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, motherfucker, you don't want to listen to some loud shit all the time. Like,
yeah. Like I use Pandora, so I don't pay for that. The premium, so it just sometimes it just goes
some random shit.
So you hear some R&B, some left field stuff too, and you know I just.
You talk about how you gotta watch what you put in your what you eat.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about the music that we listen to and how important that is for your mind and your psyche.
And really realizing like overall, if you want to kind of just live just better, all aspects of just life applies to it. Just like what you consume and what you listen to. Like there's certain points where, you know, we were all young and we're listening to just everything, just from like things that just like the streets and drugs and all of that. But as you get older, it's like you can't really listen to the same thing if you're striving for better, because stuff like that it gets to people's heads, like and makes them believe, you know, like, you know, whatever
you can get the bag and flip it and talk to it.
So like really listen to like, you know, stuff that whatever you're after, like I said, I like listening to Nipsey. He talks about just like life and success and his journey, and I can relate to it. So like I'm listening to it, and it's like, okay, he's talking about, you know, being successful, investing, like that's what I want to do. But he's speaking it in a way that, you know, I can, you know, understand it. And so really like, really be mindful of what you listen to if you really want to get better. And working out is the time for you to kind of really be your sanctuary, and you want to get better there. Like I do suggest like working out and listening to like good stuff does make a difference, just overall. So it's like, you know, it is important in what you listen to.
Exactly. So we're going to be wrapping up soon, but where can they reach you at? And tell us about if you have any other events coming up.
Yeah, so you can reach me. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Instagram, it's WTHACH11. That's my personal. And then we also have a Life of Gains Instagram account, so you can follow us on there too. It's at @_Life of Gains. And on Facebook, Westtach, WSTTHACH. As far as events, man, just follow us. It's gonna be so many. I can't, you know, it's a lot of them. But the Wheaton event, we're definitely gonna be in Wheaton Mall again, doing vision boards events. We're actually doing a workout book club.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know that's something different. So yeah, we're definitely doing things to definitely bring the community together. So definitely follow us. Stay tuned. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
2020.
Yeah, 2020, man. It's about to go down. So.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Yep.
Come on back. Come on back. All right.
Respectfully.
I'm gonna get my libations.